Hey guys, welcome to my channel, the Reciprocation Station, and this is part 2 of what to do if your mother hates you. Okay, so if your mother hates you, first of all, what are the signs if your mother hates you? Okay, so if your mother hates you, more than likely she's very, very, very negative. Verbally, verbally negative, pessimistic, glass is half empty kind of situation. Like always talking down, always saying negative things to you, unsupportive. She might curse at you and talk to you in a derogatory tone. Just very mean and very just ill will and nasty, right? Another thing outside of the verbal abuse would be emotional abuse. So emotional abuse is like, not being supportive, you know, not being there for you, ignoring you. If you come to your mom and you're like, hey, mom, this happened to me at school, or hey, I have this going on, or, I need this, or I feel like this, and they just ignore you or totally amiss of what you're saying or what you're feeling, that's another sign of emotional abuse. A third way, if your mom hates you, another sign would be physical abuse. Now some people, subcultures, especially in the African American culture, believe in, disciplining their children, right? And of course, there's levels, and this is all situational. But when it's at a point where it's overt abuse, it's overt physical, you have bruises and scars and there's levels to everything, but when you're being physically abused at a point where you have a black eye, you have bruises and marks and things like that, where you wouldn't feel comfortable being around other people, or just, physically you can see a busted lip, a blackened eye, scars, even if they're not scars, you know what I mean? The fact of you being physically hurt and in pain by this person. Anyway, all right. The fourth way is, okay, so let's see. We have psychological. Psychological will be considered gaslighting, like say you have brothers and sisters, right? They may treat your brother or sister a certain way, or say your brother or sister may be able to do certain things that you may not be able to do, in a way of it being as like, say you both, you know, I don't know, did really good on a report card, right? But your mom would tell you, hey, you can't get a reward, you can't get ice cream today, but your sister or brother can, and you guys have the same grade. You know what I mean? Or if they would just basically try to pit you against your siblings or compare you to other kids and things of that nature, but in a derogatory way to make you feel belittled. So that's another symptom or sign if your mom hates you, right? If she's gaslighting you and comparing you and mistreating you compared to other siblings or other children. Another way to know if your mom hates you would be sexual. If your mom, trigger warning for those out there, if your mom may have uh, been hands on with you in an inappropriate way, um, you know, that they shouldn't be, regarding your reproductive body parts, lady parts, man parts, that's definitely a sign of your mom, you know, hating you or not liking you, because why are you, you know, engaging in a adult manner, with a child regarding your reproductive body parts. Um, Another sign would be, so that way you guys have signs, that way to kind of help you to see, okay, does she hate me or is she just having a bad day, right? Another sign would be um, just pretty much action. Just going by, the way she talks, the way she treats you, any type of like inappropriate adult hands on situations that shouldn't be for a child and a parent. Um, If they keep you isolated, they don't want you to have friends, they don't want you to hang out with anybody, they don't want you everyone coming over. Now, some people don't like people in their house, they don't like people coming over for different reasons. But if it's to a situation where, I mean, you're a kid, teenager, you know, and you can't ever interact with other kids, you can never go out and play, you can never have kids come around your way and do things that kids do, hang out, play video games, etc., or just interact, do homework together, stuff like that. That's another sign that your mom possibly is a narcissist and that she hates you because she's keeping you isolated. Let's see. Another way to know if your mom hates you is pretty much, just her overall. You know, what does she do? How's she living her life? I mean, she may be wealthy, right? But if she's always yelling at you, incessantly, demeaning you, putting you down in front of other people, putting you down in front of other family members, gaslighting you, comparing you to other people that have nothing to do with your situation, touching you in an inappropriate way, you know, these are all things that you can help you decipher and tell, if your mom hates you. All right. So some things that you can do, or some experiences that I've had, I can give you a situation, for example, for my particular situation. Um, when I used to live in New York, I would go to school, I didn't have the best, most flyest, wardrobe ever. So I would get picked on. I'd say, kids would, they're mean. They would pick on me. They would tease me, right? I would go, oh, Mom, I got teased. I got picked today, picked on today. I got bullied. You know what she would tell me? Oh, okay, yeah, your clothes do suck. Oh, okay, your hair isn't that great. How are you as a parent going to tell your child that your clothes aren't that great, your hair's not that great, basically telling you that you deserve to be bullied and siding with the bully? Like, who does that? So that's definitely a sign that your mom hates you. If your mom hates you, what's that? What another sign of your mom hates you is that if you're getting bullied for whatever reason, and your mom sides with the bully instead of trying to help you and being compassionate to you. All right, so what do you do? So based on the circumstances, like I said, all these things are situational and everything varies. Based on the severity, based on your age, based on your family structure, things of that nature. But if you feel internally, deep down, that your mom hates you, because you can tell. I mean, outside of just the signs and the symptoms, if you just have an inner knowing, an inner feeling, just by actions, the way she talks to you, treats you, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, verbally, things of that nature. Another a tip that you can do, or what you can do, is something that assisted me was journaling. Writing down your feelings, writing down what you're going through, writing down your experiences, because that helps you to basically actualize what is going on and helps you to decipher if this, in fact, is abuse. And if so, it helps you to express and to release those emotions, And one thing that helped me as well is that if it is a super negative situation that you may or may not be able to get out of course, seek help. If you have family members, if you have friends, if you have support that you can talk to, that could be an outlet for you, of course, right? Of course, therapy, depending on your age and, your financial means and things of that nature. But one thing that you can do just personally for yourself to help you overcome that, negative energy from your mom is to journal. Excuse me. And what you can do is you can write down the good and the bad. And excuse me. And one thing you can do is you can write down the good and the bad. Now, with the good, you can obviously write that down, and the bad, you can write that down as well. Now, one thing that helped me was when you write that, you can write down the things that you're feeling that are negative or that are not healthy. And then when you're done writing that down, you can tear up that piece of paper and throw it away. And that helps you to get out the negative feelings and emotions in order for you to heal and overcome that adversity. Because sometimes, you might talk to people, they might not understand. You have other family members, friends, they're not going through that. They don't get what that means or what that feels like, if your mom hates you. That's a really personal, deep situation to deal with because a lot of people don't know and don't experience that and they can't relate. So journaling is something that definitely helped me, and it can definitely help you as well, positive and negative. The negative, definitely write down what you're feeling and express that, and of course keep that to yourself or someplace sacred, to where, like, say if you are like a teenager or a younger adult where you can't, you don't have the privacy like that, you can keep it within your means, to where she's not going to get a hold of it. Because I know with my mom, she would try to read my journal like when I was younger, but I didn't really keep a journal when I was younger. This is something I've done later on in life that helped me. So another thing that you can do if your mom hates you is to journal and write down and express your emotions. And for the negative emotions, to write them down. And then once you're done, rip that paper up, tear that paper up, and throw it away. And that way it gets out that negative energy and that projected hate. All right, so that's going to be part 2 of what to do if your mother hates you. Stay tuned to parts 3 and 4 as I continue on and giving you more insight on what to do if your mother hates you. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the description box. You can check out my merch, my ebook. I have my email if you have any questions. Thank you for your time. I hope you get something from this, and stay tuned for part 3. Thank you and have a great day.